Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
Finish up this series is Susan Slusser of the San Francisco Chronicle. As Susan has found, I thought you were up in the upper deck somewhere, Susan, but not quite exactly. Good to have you back on the show. How are you?
Not quite that far.
All right.
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Tell us about, I'm sure you've heard by now, 2 games have been postponed today. What is it like being out there for the first series for Oakland? What have you viewed? What is the state of affairs out there?
Well, we asked today, the players who are made available on our audio calls and Bob Melvin, their thoughts. And I think the general feeling is the A's feel like they've been very careful about the protocols, and they believe that MLB will do what's best for everyone involved in taking care of people's safety. However, as Robbie Grossman mentioned, the A's have a lot to play for this year. They're a team that is expected to contend. They've got really a very strong team all the way around. Every unit looks really excellent. So I think there's concern. Daniel Mengden said, sure, there's concern that the season might get canceled, but safety, health, first and foremost.
And they've just had the one positive test, right? Jesus Luzardo, the A's?
That's the one. There were some concerns the other night voiced, maybe not necessarily with the team, but people around the team, about the swarming of the field after Matt Olson's walk-off, or obviously very little social distancing in a swarming post-game celebration situation. Bob Melvin said before today's game that something like what's happened with the Marlins and the post-game postponements kind of makes things hit home. There's going to be more awareness of being cautious about things like that. And I know Matt Olson told you guys he's now considering wearing a mask at first base. Bob Melvin said he's all for that. Whatever people feel comfortable with that will make them feel safer, he wants them to do that.
And Susan, I think many of us back here thought the A's were uniquely equipped to play in a 2-month season. Just a very fluid pitching staff in between their bullpen and their starters. And tell us what you've seen with their bullpen so far.
Well, it's a good thing the bullpen's going well, because right now the A's are one of only 3 teams that haven't had a starter go at least 5 innings. But they've gotten 15 1/3 innings from the bullpen, and they've only given up 1 earned run. That was Liam Hendriks in the blown save Friday. A's came back and went on a walk-off, and Hendriks came back yesterday with a 4-out saved and looked terrific. Yusmeiro Petit is his normal, terrific, use him in any situation, self, solid as they come. And the guy who looks really interesting to me is Lou Trevino. Looks back to kind of maybe where he was 2 years ago when he was such an important part of the A's bullpen. So TJ McFarland, a very nice addition as a lefty, 2 clean innings from him. And they've got Luzardo available in relief until he goes back in the rotation. And I'm not sure there's a better young left-hander in the game right now.
Susan, you mentioned Chapman. He's 1 for 12. So Chris Davis is 0 for 7. Like, no big deal, the first couple of days, except that the season's a little shorter than it normally is. What is it like for players that have not gotten off to hot starts?
Well, Chris Davis got moved down another spot in the lineup today. He was moved down 2 days ago, so he's batting 6th today. He's coming off a down season, as everyone knows. It was mostly the result of injuries. He did look like he was pressing last year, looks a little bit like he's pressing this year. Chapman looks a little bit lost and like maybe he's pressing. Bob Melvin mentioned the other day Chris Davis has walked twice. He hit a ball to the warning track the other day. So they have their fingers crossed. But David Forst, Bob Melvin, everyone been very clear. They're going to go with a hot hand. So that's going to be an interesting situation to watch with Chris Davis. Now, obviously, Matt Chapman gives you platinum glove defense. He's in the lineup, I'm pretty sure, to stay. But the A's definitely would like him to start chipping in, especially where he's hitting in the order, batting 3rd ahead of Olson.
Susan, before I let you go, what did you think of Shohei Ohtani yesterday? What did you think? Could you see anything or tell anything as far as how he got roughed up, why he got roughed up?
Yeah, just didn't have his command, which, first start out after so long, a little bit understandable, and then a compressed spring to go along with it. I think that's one maybe we can throw out. The A's went in with specifically that game plan. Let's let him, see where he is, take a lot of pitches, make him work. They did that. That worked great. So a little hard to actually really tell where he is. Like in a normal season, I think either he probably wouldn't have been rushed quite so much, certainly would have had a little bit better command after a long spring training.
All right, Ohtani, again, no outs recorded yesterday, gave up 5 runs. They'll finish up the series today. Susan Slusser joining us from Oakland. Susan, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, guys.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, Chris Bassitt getting ready to go. That's a deep Oakland.